walking into the starting over house, I feel overwhelmed. I feel scared because I know that we're going to be talking about me and about all my issues in life, and I don't know how my roommates are going to react to me.
Hi, I'm Rachel. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Renee.
Hi, Renee. Nice to meet you.
Vanessa.
And I'm your roommate, Candy.
All right. Nice to meet you, Candy.
Oh, another kid. But she seems really bubbly and really friendly. So I'm glad.
You get the biggest bedroom in the house, so you're very lucky.
Really? You guys just saying that.
No.
No, you haven't seen the other ones.
Really.
Is this it here?
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is your bed right here.
All right.
The closet's that way.
Okay.
How you like our view?
It's beautiful.
Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hello,
you
Vanessa.
living?
Rhonda.
Hi, Rhonda. Nice to meet you.
Hi, how are you, Vanessa?
Very good, very good.
Well, let's begin to get to know you a little bit better, Vanessa.
Okay.
Plasma, please. Who's this?
That was me when I was right before I started gymnastics. That was my first gymnastics class. When I see those videos, it makes me happy because that was a time when I felt like a happy Vanessa. And I feel like that's who I truly was. And I feel like I'm not that person anymore. And I feel like I'm still trying to get back to that little girl that was happy and had no worries and loved her family and stuff. And I feel like I lost that.
So you want to tell us a little bit about who you are, Vanessa?
I was a gymnast. I probably started when I was 5 years old, all the way till I was 18.
Ooh, wow. Looking at the photos of Vanessa, I'm thinking, what kind of problems can she have? She just looks so perfect.
I was up there pretty high. I went to nationals and worlds and competed in Olympic trials. That's pretty much all my life.
How dedicated were you? How much time did it take?
I worked out about 7 hours a day. I did homeschooling from 6 to whatever till high school. And it was just occupying my whole life. So I kind of didn't really have that big of a childhood. It was mostly like working. And I enjoyed it because I got attention from it because I was good at it. But after a while, I think I all of a sudden woke up and was like, oh my God, this is like work, you know, and it's not fun and getting yelled at and screamed at. And
How old were you when you started feeling like, okay, it's not fun anymore, it's not play anymore, it's work?
around 13, 14.
And did you ever go to your parents and say, I want to quit?
I did once when I was young, and that didn't go over too well. My mom didn't really, was, you know, kind of upset about it, I think.
Do you feel that you were driving, you know, your ambition, or do you think you did it because you wanted to please your mom?
I think that's what I'm confused about, is whether or not it was me or it was other people that I didn't want to disappoint and stuff like that.
It's called OPP, other people's pressure.
Yes. I think that most of us do that at some point in our life. Mm-hmm. When did you stop competing?
I stopped competing when I was 18.
Why did you stop competing? What was the moment for you?
Olympic trials. So many things bad had happened right before Olympic trials. I had surgery, I had problems eating, and I had a lot of pressure and stuff like that.
So you had surgery. What about the eating?
Eating, I was pressured to like lose weight because of the surgery, and so I only gained like 4 pounds or something. But it's a big difference in gymnastics when you gain like 1 pound. So they wanted me, you know, I had different coaches at the time, and they wanted me to not eat like dinner and stuff, and then so I got stressed out, so I would eat a lot, eat too much.
You were 18 years old, and you had adults for coaches who were encouraging you not to eat?
Yeah.
What did your parents do, and what did they think at this time?
I think I'm the type of person that doesn't tell anybody how I'm feeling. And my mom, I think, felt like she needed to support me and get me through it. I think that's what she feels bad about, is she didn't realize that I wasn't happy at all. My
What
gymnastics.
about you, the person? Who was there for you, the person?
Who was there for me in person? I felt like just me.
And so the Olympic trials, did you want to make the Olympic team, really?
Not when I was there.
So let me find out about that day.
Could you share it with Iyanla and the ladies here? Tell us about the Olympic trials.
Talking about Olympic trials, that's going to be really hard for me because that's one of the things that has controlled like my whole life.
Tell us about the Olympic trials. What competition did you do first?
I think I do vault first.
And how did you do?
I did bad.
What do you mean?
I'm usually, that's not my best event.
The first event at the Olympic trials.
Right.
And you don't do well at your best event.
Right.
Okay, how are you feeling right about now?
I think maybe I could bring it back up or something.
So you're still got it in you. You still got hope.
Tiny bit, yeah.
Tiny bit. So do you have another event that day?
Yes.
What is it?
Beam.
And?
That's one of my probably second good events. And I went there, I did everything good. I was sticking everything, and then I went to my dismount and I missed my foot. And I was supposed to do 2 backflips in there, and I did 1 and landed on my back. And then that was really embarrassing. And then I got up right away, and they did that big, like the audience when I fell. And then it felt really surreal, like that it was happening like that. Because it felt like that was supposed to be my time to do good, you know. For so long, that's how I imagined it was doing good. And it was just going downhill, like, okay.
Vanessa's not crying. You know, if I recall correctly, everyone that sits in the first day hot seat, you just let it all out. And then she's telling her story, and she's not even crying. She's laughing about everything. And I'm kind of looking at everyone going like, are you noticing this too? Are you noticing that she's not shed a tear and she's finding humor in this?
And when you did not make the Olympic team, how did you feel?
I felt embarrassed, and then I felt relief.
Which one was greater, embarrassed or relief?
Relief.
As Vanessa's talking, and I'm looking at her, and she's pulling on her lip, and she's smiling, I see a person that is hiding something.
How old are you now?
22.
So that was 4 years ago. So what have you been doing?
Trying to get my life together again. I mean, for the first 2 years after it, I just stayed at home and ate and watched TV and stayed inside and didn't want to talk to anybody or anything. And I just felt like I wasn't anybody important anymore. And so I guess that's why I didn't really treat myself very good. I didn't do anything. I just stayed inside, basically.
Do you feel important?
No, not really.
Okay.
Not to me, I don't know.
Okay. Who's this?
That's my mom and my daddy.
Have you ever talked to your family about your Olympic experience? Do you talk about it now? And what do they say?
They just feel like they didn't know what was going on. They didn't know how I was feeling, and sometimes when I tell them how I feel, they don't believe me, and I don't know.
When were you and your mother at the closest?
During my gymnastics.
Okay.
We just shared everything about gymnastics, and we were excited about what was going on. And
So she got very involved?
yes, very involved.
So how is your relationship now?
Feels fake to me. Feels fake.
How do you feel about you and your mother's relationship, Vanessa? How do you feel?
Not good is not a feeling.
I feel sad about it.
Sad. What else?
I think the most emotion I feel is just like being lonely.
Are you glad or are you sad that you devoted 13 years of your life to gymnastics?
I'm sad.
Sad. If you could have your life to live over again, would you go for the Olympics? No.
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 So if you didn't want to, why are you beating yourself up about not doing it?
Well, because everyone puts so much effort into it and is all excited.
So when you get in the mirror in the morning, how many people do you see?
A lot, actually.
How many people do you owe something to?
I feel like a lot, actually.
Name some. Name people you owe.
My parents, fans, my brother.
So have your parents said you owe me?
No.
Has your brother said I owe you? How about your fans? Have they written your letters and say, you loser, how did you owe me?
No.
But you still owe them.
I feel like I do.
Let's see who else you owe.
Okay. That's my boyfriend.
What's his name?
His name's Michael.
Michael, and how long have you been with Michael?
2 years.
2 years. So he didn't know you as an Olympic hopeful.
He actually did, because he was my brother.